Hi guys, I wanted to teach you all about an old con today. This is actually a con that started in New York in, I would say, the 1920s or before, so during the flapper period. And it was a con game that kind of started all the con games you know now. Find the lady, chase the ace, follow the queen, the three shells and the pea, or the three bottle caps and the piece of paper. They were all inspired by this one singular con, and it kind of branched out into all these different areas. And I wanted to share with you this con because not many people know it. So the con man would carry a little box around, and he used 3 cubes. 2 would be of one color, and 1 would be of the opposite color. So in this case, we have 2 yellow and 1 red. So the red cube was always the one you were trying to find. It was the odd man out. So it's very similar to Find the Lady or the Shells and Pea. You're trying to find the odd man out. So the way that the game was played, the con man would hold the cubes in his hand. He would mix them up where you couldn't see. And he would place one of the cubes down inside of the box, sight unseen, and he would shake it up. He would take the next cube, he would mix up the cubes a little bit in his hand, and he would put the next cube in and continue shaking, and finally he would put the last cube in, and, well, you can't really shake it after that. He would then put the lid on so nobody could see it, and he would tell everybody to make their bets. Where do you think the cube is? Where do you think the cube is inside of the box? The red cube, where is it at inside of the box? This move of picking up the box and putting it back down is used quite often in this con, and you'll see why in just a moment. So let's say that they say the red cube's right over here. You open it up, and ooh, they would have won the money. And usually the con would let them win the first round. And then they'd say, how about we double your bet? Double or nothing. Put down some money. So they put down twice as much money. Here's where things get tricky. The con does again, he dumps them out, he mixes them up, puts them in. But even if you know where the right cube is, if you know the red cube's here, the con man's not going to let you win. See, he has a cheat. So if you know the cube's here, okay? And you tell the con man, it's on the one closest to you. He says, oh, the red cube's closest to me, right over here. They say, yes. He says, oh, I'm sorry, you've lost your money. The red cube's on the opposite end. Well, the con man cheated. Of course, he's a con. He literally took the cube and moved it to a different place. Now, he did not just turn the box around. That is too easy. The con man literally took the red cube out of the place and put it into the place of an incorrect selection. So, again, if they said that it was here, he would take it out here and put it there. And he really was doing this. He was able to manipulate the cubes in such a way that he could put them wherever he wanted. So for example, let's say that now you know the cube is here. So you say, the cube's right there in the end furthest from you. And he would say, on the end furthest from me? Are you kidding? No way, it's in the middle. And it was in that action that the con man would take the cube out and switch it. And I'll show you exactly what this move looks like, because a lot of people want to see it. So the exact move looks like this. You have the cubes. They're inside of the box, okay? Let's say that the cube is on this end for now, just for explanation purposes, okay? So these are inside of the box. The con, as he picks it up and puts it back, takes the cube with his middle finger, the one of color, and moves it to the other end over here by his thumb. Or if it has to go the other way, he picks it up with his thumb, moves it to his finger, and puts it on this end. Now getting it in the middle is much more difficult. It requires you taking it with your middle finger, and then you have to literally pop it. Actually, I can't do it in slow motion, but you literally pop it in between the 2 yellow ones. But all this happens inside the box. So he has to slide the door open, remove the cube of the color, put it in a different place, and close the door without you ever seeing any of this take place. And it all starts from the very beginning. So let's go back. So we're here. The con man's mixing the cubes up. He puts one in. Sometimes he would let people see that it was the yellow one he put in. And then he puts another. Let's say that he puts in the red. And he sometimes, again, he would let people see just to be tricky. And then in the end, he may pretend to place it over here, but he actually puts it over here, which means the red one is in the middle, okay? And then he would close it up, and he acts like he didn't mean to show anybody, and then he says, okay, you have two chances to find, you know what, I'm going to make it very easy. 2 chances to find one of the yellow cubes inside of this box. 2 yellow cubes, you just have to find one of them, and you have 2 chances. How about you triple your money? Well, of course, everybody's jumping at this because literally they have to win, no matter which 2 cubes they say. So let's just say they choose these first 2 cubes. Well, again, they have 2 chances to find one yellow cube. They have to get it right. But the con man would say, oh, I'm sorry. That's triple or nothing. You've lost all your money. These are all the red cubes. I'm very sorry. There are no yellow cubes. And at this point, some people would get mad. They'd call the cops, at which point the con man would just take the cubes and make them disappear as if nothing ever happened. So that is the Cube Con. I thought you would find it interesting and like to learn a little bit of history on the con games.